words of encouragement, di ba? Kaya mo yan. Ayos lang yan.
This is a
Yep.
series of 5. So today we're starting the love language number 1, which is words of affirmation. Then on the following days, we'll be discussing the rest of the 4. We're looking forward to sharing it.
Okay lang na maging baduy. Okay lang maging corny. Ang mahalaga, na-express mo yung nasa puso mo with whole heart and whole sincerity.
Good morning, mahal.
Good morning, mahal. Me?
So how are you today, my love?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How are you?
Well,
How's your morning?
my
How's your
morning is
sleep?
great kasi dito ka sa tabi ko eh.
Oh, may ganun na.
Because your love language is words of affirmation.
Ah, talaga intro siya.
So, yan, without further ado, our topic for today is first love language. So, yung words of affirmation. Ito kasing mahal ko, yung primary love language niya is words of affirmation.
Ano ba yung words of affirmation?
Mm,
Yan yung mga verbal expression. Yung verbal
mm,
expression, affections, yung
mm,
appreciation, tsaka yung validation. Yan yung
yes.
mga words na love you. Ayan na.
Mm,
Sinafeel mo yan.
yan.
Thank you. Di ba? Ayan,
Mm,
how are you today? Yeah.
yes. And,
I'm so grateful for everything you do. You
uh,
complete me. Yan, di ba? Yung mga sample. That's only
yes,
sample of
may mga ano kasi mga people with words of affirmation as their primary language. These are the people who always compliments other people or they have something nice to say to other people. Kumbaga, it's not just they receive that language but they express it too.
praise,
Yeah, they
complimenting, di ba?
press.
Words of encouragement, di ba? Kaya mo yan. Ang importante naman dyan is to be sincere, di ba?
Mm,
Genuine to express yung word of yung kung paano sila natin sila na-appreciate, di ba? Paano natin i-express yung love natin sa kanila.
mm. Because these are their primary love language, madidetect nila yan if insincere yung sinasabi mo. Mm. So, it's important that if you know that this person is, ito yung love language nila, you should give a genuine and sincere compliment or kung may sasabihin ka sa kanila. It's not just like for the sake of saying it. Especially when it comes to your spouses or your children.
Pag nakakarinig ka ng mga ganong salita, lalo na sinabi sa'yo, di ba? Parang ang feeling mo is talagang importante ka, di ba? Kaya
Mm.
kapag ka sinabi niya sa'yo word na affirmation, whether it's I love you, whether good job, di ba? Cherish mo yun, napakahalaga, napaka-importante sa kayo yun. Tsaka hindi mo nakakalimutan yun, di ba? Pag nakakarinig ka ng mga word of affirmation, nakakatanggal ng stress yan. Oo,
True.
nakakatanggal ng stress yan. Minsan kahit pagod ka, ikaw nga pag sinabi mo ko ng I love you, di ba? Wala pagod ko. Di ba?
Kinikilig ka.
Tapos, kinikilig ako. Tapos, and the rest is history. Pag kinilig ako,
Kaya our
the rest is
dear
history.
friends,
No need to details.
now you know na bakit pag nandiyan ako kinikilig siya.
It's very important. Lalo na if your partner really feels down, malala pagka siya, minsan kapag syempre hindi naman everyday is it's a beautiful day. Yung mga days talaga na medyo you feel low, di ba? A
Mm.
simple words of affirmation, simple na hug, a simple, syempre, at least sabay word of affirmation na kaya natin to. O, di ba? It's different, di ba?
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin kahit that particular day, your partner feels down, pero ma-feel lang na, masabi mo lang yun. Parang feeling niya, he or she is alive again, di ba?
Mm.
Parang na-regenerate yung energy niya, di ba? because of that. It's very important. And yung sincerity, talagang mahalaga yun. It's not just
Mm.
saying the word, but dapat nandun yung love, nandun yung truthfulness and sincerity, di ba?
Mm. Yeah, it's true. Because, since this is their primary language, ito yung nakakapagpasaya sa kanila. So, for example, if your spouse, this is his primary love language, not, for example lang, kailangan gawin sa bahay, for example, fixing the faucet or ganyan. Sabihin ko, sige, let's eat out for doing it. Pero hindi ko siya sinabihan na thank you because I appreciate it. Parang, let's eat
Mm.
out lang para libre kita, ganan. So, in
Mm.
compare to the action of telling him na libre kita and just simply telling him that I appreciate what he did and I thank him for that, mas mabigat yung pagsabi ko ng thank you than yung act na nilibre ko siya. Kasi yun yung primary language nila. The same with bigyan mo siya ng something on your anniversary. You give them gift. They would appreciate more if you express your feelings through words. Na you laid it out to him how you appreciate him all over these years for being there for you rather than giving him something. So, ngayon mahal na gets mo na bakit di ka nagbibigay ng flowers because hindi mo kasi love language yan. But sometimes you need to remember that your love language is not the love language of your
Okay,
spouse or your
okay.
children. So, if purpose kasi of identifying your love language is not just to identify yours, but also
Mm.
to understand the people around you and how
Yep.
you would make them feel happy and appreciated.
Yes.
Ganyan.
Kaya nga yung words of affirmation, dapat ongoing yan and it should be a regular practice, di ba?
Mm.
Ah,
Kaya 'di ba sinasabi nila, you should appreciate your children. About if they have achievement in school,
mm.
dapat na-appreciate sila. So mostly parents, halimbawa, na-honor yung anak nila sa school, no? Bibigyan ng toy or bagong cellphone, gadget, ganyan, no? Because more often than not, yung naiisip natin, material things agad. But what some don't understand and don't know, hindi naman lahat about gifts.
Mm.
So, that's when nagiging problem na siya, especially for busy parents or parents who are OFW or working abroad, di ba? They shower their kids with material things.
Material
But
things,
then,
yeah.
in spite of that, feeling nila, ba't di ako na-appreciate ng anak ko?
Mhm.
Ibibigay ko naman sa kanila lahat. Because,
Mhm.
maybe you failed to understand na yung primary language nila is not receiving gifts, but it's
Same as
words of
yours.
affirmation.
Mm.
So just simply talking to them, listening to them, and then
Mm.
appreciating and then complimenting them from time to time with yun pala yung mas may weight and that's what makes
Mhm.
them happy and feel appreciated.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's true.
Yun.
And I mean, sa atin naman, di ba, ako I don't really write letters, eh. I'm more of writing poems, eh, di ba?
Mm.
Kapagka ano, that's one way, di ba, of expressing your love,
Creative way
yung
of
way of
expressing your
expressing,
appreciation.
your appreciation, yeah. Mahilig ako sa poems, eh.
Pasample nga dyan.
Kaya nga yung isang kanta, kala niya poem.
Kanta pala eh. No? Nascam mo
Kanta
ako
pala,
dun eh.
ang ganda pa na pagkakasulat, eh. Di ba,
Nascam mo
boss?
ako dun eh.
I want to make you smile whenever you're sad.
Ang pamilya. Lang yan sa bahay
Balik,
to.
kumanta siya, eh.
Scam ako eh, no? So,
Kasi,
yan, my friends. Diyan niya ako
sometimes kasi
nakuha sa pagsascam niya.
sometimes they feel that it's corny. Pero alam mo, minsan kung ano yung corny, yun yung sweet, eh, di ba?
Mm,
Kung ano yung iniisip ng iba na, baduy. What is baduy is important. What is
yeah.
baduy is very, very important and appreciated sa partner mo, di ba? Kaya nga, okey lang yun, okey lang na maging baduy, okey lang maging corny, ang mahalaga na-express mo yung nasa puso mo with whole heart and whole sincerity, 'di ba?
Hmm,
Like nga yung 'di ba, sabi ng baduy naman 'yan sa iba, 'di ba? Ano
hmm,
ba yung ginagawa, but sa partner mo it's important, for you it's important, so anong baduy
mm,
dun, 'di ba? That's your word of affirmation, 'di ba?
yes.
Or sometimes, pag bedtime or paggising natin, di ba? O we say, good morning, mahal. O, di ba? S- Something.
Yes, kasi yun nga, yung others fail to understand that, and maybe they're not aware as well, na hindi lahat pareho ng love language.
Mm,
There are five love languages. So, among the five, words of affirmation,
mm,
quality time, acts of
mm,
service, receiving gifts, and then you have the physical touch. So, among the five, meron ka talagang iisang primary language dyan. And then,
mm,
my secondary and my
mm.
some, meron sila sa lima. But yung
Yeah.
nangingibabaw talaga is yung primary love language nila. So, if you're if you're faced with a person na their primary language is words of affirmation, you
Mm,
simply identify and see kung anong pwede mo i-compliment sa kanila in a genuine
mm,
way. Like for example, you look good today, your dress really fits you. So alam nila na it's not just saying it because you identify and you specify what makes them look good.
mm,
So it's important also that you specify exactly ano yung ina-affirm mo or yung ina-appreciate or kina-compliment mo sa taong with this kind of love language. And how would you know? Yun nga sabi namin kanina, they always say something nice to you or they always say words that mean that they appreciate you.
And alam mo ba, yung words of affirmation na yan, even meron kayong conflict, di ba? Nakakatulong yan sa pag-resolve ng mga disagreement niyo, di ba?
Mm,
By affirming yung love mo sa partner mo and yung commitment niyo sa isa't isa, di ba?
yes, kasi pag halimbawa may hidwaan, there's a
Mm,
misunderstanding. Tapos yung
yeah,
isa love language niya words of affirmation,
mm,
but yung isa naman yung love language niya is receiving gifts. So for
mm,
example, you have to say sorry to a person with words of affirmation. You just say
mm,
sorry and cite specifically what you're sorry for. And mafe-feel nila yung genuine ano mo apologetic action. Pero it doesn't work kung sa spouse naman nila na with receiving gifts na love language. So magsasorry ka lang na magsasorry, no, it doesn't work for them. It may be, but kung gusto mo mabigat, you give them something. It's not necessarily expensive, but it's something na, kumbaga, it's the thought that counts. Ganun yun sa kanila. So, yan,
kaya
kahit
nga yung
balang
importance.
bumunot ka ng utot-utot na flower dyan, bigay mo. Na-appreciate na nila yan With a sorry,
Mm,
of course. So, ganyan yan. They feel most love through positive communication. Yan pala yung
yep.
term, positive communication.
Mhm.
Mm,
Kaya
yan.
nga yung importance of words of affirmation sa isang relationship will depend on your partner's unique emotional needs and
Mm,
your ability also to communicate love and yung appreciation in ways that may resonate with them, di ba? Or that
mm,
resonate with them, di ba? Dapat
yes.
you have to tailor your expression that suit your partner's love language. Di ba? And pag ganun, it can lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationship, di ba?
Mm. And
Naka-harmonious naka-harmonious
yeah,
Kasi
to parents, for parents to their children, how do you express it if your children or your child happens to have words of affirmation as their primary love language? Especially for young children, no? They don't understand what you're saying most of the time, eh. So how do you express it that somehow it gives weight naman din for them? So dito nagka-come in yung body language and yung tone of voice mo. For children, for little kids, no, yung communication for them, 10% yung sa message that comes out from your mouth. But 90% of it, ano talaga, body language, yung tone of voice, facial expression. So, when you're saying the words you say, it has to come from the heart. Otherwise, madidetect ng bata yan. The message wouldn't come across. So, it's important din na sincere ka din sa ginagawa mo or sinasabi mo. And that's why it's very important, no, pag galit ka and ito na express mo sa bata na galit ka, they will really feel it. Kasi nga, because of your tone of voice, your facial expression, your body language. So, it's also a form of communication.
Kaya nga, sa mga bata na sa mga anak natin na it's very important na when you say we love you, let's say you say I love you, di ba?
Mm.
Say it daily, di ba? Araw-araw sabihin mo, and make it natural part of your interactions, di ba? Hindi yung maisip mo na magsabi ng I love you, di ba? Sabi ng I love you. It's very important na everyday nasasabi niyo sa kanila yun with sincerity and with whole heart and honesty, di ba?
And apart from the tone, yung body language and facial expression, kailangan talaga yung pag-relay nyo with affection and endearment. So, paano gagawin yan? For example, you say, "Hi, honey. Hi, my love. Hi, Ying." Ganyan. "Ay, may langga." So, ganun kayo. You throw a little pet names in the mix and then,
Words of
sabihin mo
endearment.
like, oo, "Sweetie." Pag sinabi nyo yan, you combine it also with a smile, a hug, no? Like a pat in the head, ganyan. Or yung mga tickle-tickle. Or
Yeah.
high five, ganyan. So, the message will come across better than just, saying it.
Mhm.
And basta remember, don't depend on word itself, basta bata.
And celebrate natin yung mga either it's a big or small achievement nila, di ba? Kung i-ano natin sila, let them feel how we're proud of them, di ba? Yung sa mga na-achieve nila dahil.
Yes, and when you offer praise, let's say you're proud of them for keeping their toys, no? You just don't simply say like, "Good girl" or "Good boy, good job." You use specifics over generalities. So, like, "Good girl for picking up your toys and keeping it without being asked." So, really good job. I love, ganyan. So, para mafe-feel ng bata na yung praise, true siya and justified kasi may specific kang sinabi kung anong good job doon sa ginawa niya. Otherwise, they may regard it as flattery, which often na-equate siya with lying eh. So, dyan pa lang, you're molding them to say something that is really genuine and sincere rather than simple flattery lang at just for the sake of saying it. So,
Malalaman din naman kasi nila yun. They
yes.
can easily recognize naman. And it's very important din na i-express natin yung gratitude sa mga anak natin, di ba? Yung say thank you, nakatulong sila sa atin or nakapag-contribute sila sa gawain bahay, di ba? Kasi in that manner, natuturuan din natin sila na mag-appreciate or magpasalamat or mabigyan halaga yung pagpapasalamat. At ma-appreciate yung pag-appreciate sa mga ginagawa nila. And maganda rin na kapag kakausap natin sila and we're sharing affirmation sa ating mga anak, make sure na positive affirmation yung nasasabi na ano din sa kanila, di ba? Diba? Kasi pag positive kasi affirmation natin na nasasabi natin sa mga bata, di ba? Nabubush yung ano nila, yung self-esteem nila, di ba? Tapos sabi natin na, oh, you're smart, you're capable, di ba? You're not, di ba? You can do anything, di ba?
Yes. And remember, all children are guided by someone talaga yan eh. And if you don't step in as primary guide sa mga anak nyo, something else will. So, ano yun, mga television, sa school, no? Other adults, other children. So, it's important talaga that you identify the primary language of your children. and para mag-guide mo sila well. Kasi hindi naman alam ng iba kung anong primary language nila eh. So, you as parents, if you know it, mas madali mo silang may guide because you know how to appreciate and to acknowledge that if they did something good. And if they did something wrong naman for you, the same din. And how you will correct them. It's through words pa din. And like we always said, be specific on ano yon. And then couple with your body language and then your calm tonality so that the message would really come across.
Siguro it's very important din sa mga bata, if sometimes they also have or they also experience bad times, 'di ba? Siyempre bata din 'yan, 'di ba? It's very
Mm.
important na halimbawa papasok sila sa school and medyo hindi din feel okay, kung may post-it kayo, may post-it kayo, 'di ba? Maglagay kayo ng kahit short note lang, ilagay niyo, i-post-it yun, i-fix niyo do'n sa ano, sa bag niya. Tapos ako kasi mahilig akong mag-drawing ng smiley, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yung mga gano'ng maliit na bagay, they appreciate that. Pagka
Eh,
gano'n medyo it can ease yung nafe-feel nila for that particular day. And yun, medyo nagiging okay na sila. And when it comes to partners, mahal,
no, may hirit pa ako eh. If you say I
sige,
love you
umirit ka
pala
pa.
sa mga bata, oh, I love you say it alone. Hindi, I love you, my love. Pakikuha ng tubig. May ganun. So, parang na-associate nila na if you need something, you just, you know, compliment them. So, it's gonna be frustrating if
Tsaka
it will come
negative ang
out that way.
dating, di ba?
Oo.
Parang magsasabi ka
Mm,
ng I love you kasi utusan mo sila.
mm.
Pag hindi mo sila utusan, hindi mo
Yeah.
sasabihin na I love
Oh,
you.
or magsasabi ka ng I love you, but then um I love you pero yung choose mo ha next time ilagay mo sa proper lagayan. No, wag
So
ganun. Don't
nice.
connect it with a negative. If it's just to correct it lang. Always communicate in a positive way. Ano, partner naman. Uy,
Hmm?
partner.
Yeah.
So, ano naman yon. So, yun, yung sabi niya, simple note, no, na ilagay niyo, halimbawa, like kasi if I have to go ahead and let's say tulog pa siya or may ginagawa siya, but then I want to express something for him that na gusto ko lang na when I leave, I make him smile or make him happy. So, I leave a note somewhere na makikita niya, whether it's in the ref or dun sa mga damit niya, para it will boost, the esteem of your partner for that day. Kumbaga, they started their morning right.
So, finally, mahal, we've shared yung word of affirmation sa partner natin, sa husband or sa wife natin, sa mga bata or sa mga children or
Mm.
sa mga anak natin. Eh, how about naman yung word of affirmation sa ating mga parents?
Mm.
Paano natin ipakikita yan?
The same pa din, like, kung birthdays or may mga
Mhm.
occasion, tapos, usual kasi, cake, kain sa labas, 'di ba? So, with that, you need to tell them that you appreciate what they did for you over the years, especially pag sabihin nyo na, I'm so lucky to have you as my parents, or as my dad, as my mom, because I turned out this way, all because of you. So, malaking bagay yun for them because they feel that they did a good job. Kasi, it's an acknowledgement from the children eh. And, napakalaking bagay yon sa kanila. And,
That's
simple,
true.
like for example, like my dad, he's really skilled with gawain sa bahay, mga like plumbing and carpentry and all
Mm,
those things,
mm,
no? Mahilig siya sa mga ganyan eh.
mm,
So, for example, ginawa siyang table, a console table. Tapos, nakita mo na ginawa niya for you. So, you tell them na, thank you, Dad. Oh, ang ganda ng table. Ang ganda ng
mm,
pagkagawa. Pulidong pulido. And the color, the paint is really nice. It will really fit sa ano. Thank you
yes.
so much. Ano mo yung, para for them,
Mm,
yeah, I did a
mm,
good job. Kasi,
mm.
na-appreciate niya.
positive ang
Mm.
dating sa kanila, lalo silang na-inspired and lalo nila nafi-feel na kahit na nandun na sila sa age nila,
Mm.
'di ba, na they are still appreciated and they can still do ano, some mga activities sa kanila. Kasi yung ibang matanda kapagka hindi na napapansin, they felt na parang useless na sila, 'di ba? Parang gano'n,
Mm.
dahil matanda na ako, parang hindi na ako na-appreciate, 'di ba? Parang yung gano'n, parang nagkakaroon sila na nagiging extra sensitive sila or as kaya nga sabi ng mahal, if na-appreciate niyo sila, lalong nabu-boost din yung self-esteem nila, na-inspired
Mm.
sila na little works, 'di ba? Yung mga konting mga nagagawa nila since na-appreciate na ang ginagawa nila is pinagpapatuloy nila yun, 'di
Mm.
ba? Ginagawa nila, pinagbubutihin pa nila and in that manner, nafi-feel nila na kahit ganun na pala yung edad nila, importante pa rin sila, 'di ba? May halaga pa rin sila, 'di ba? Sa family. And it's very
Yes.
important din sa parents na yung bang nagkakaroon tayo ng reminiscing moment, 'di ba?
Mm.
Parang i-shine-share natin sa kanila mga happy memories, 'di ba? Yung mga experience natin kasama sila, 'di ba? And pagka gano'n kasi it can create a strong emotions, 'di ba?
Mm.
Not only strong emotional feeling, but also connection, 'di ba?
Mm. Yeah, and like children, uh, when you give a compliment to your parents, same then couple it with a smile, a hug,
Mhm.
yan, a simple pat on the shoulder, or yung, especially for ladies to daddies, no? Yung hawakan niyo yung kamay, tapos nililin yung head niyo sa shoulder, ganyan. Thank you, daddy, ganyan. So, there's some, ano ba, a form of lambing. Because remember, hindi lang words out of the mouth, 'di ba? Facial expression, voice tonality, and body language din. All form part of, affirming and expressing your love towards your parents. Yan.
And it's very important din yung kahit tayo magulang na rin and we're very lucky enough and our children are very lucky enough nakasama pa nila yung lolo't lola nila, tayo kasama pa natin yung mga parents natin. So we should treat our parents with utmost respect and consideration, di ba?
Mm.
Assume na papakita natin na we still value their opinions and experiences, di ba? Kasi
Mm.
ito lang, kung wala naman sila, wala rin naman tayo. And kung hindi natin nakita yung mga pinagdaanan nila and hindi nila na-share sa atin yung experience natin, hindi tayo magiging ganito katatag and maybe we're not this kind of person kung hindi dahil sa kanila, di ba?
Mm.
So it's
True.
very, very important na yung respect and yung pagiging consideration, ibigay pa rin natin sa kanila.
Mm. And especially like,
And
ano no, yung mga, halimbawa, you're introducing your boyfriend, or you're about to get married, tapos, maganda naman ginawa ng parents. So, they welcome your fiancé or your boyfriend or your girlfriend well. So, sabihin niyo na you appreciate them, na thank you, daddy, thank you, mommy, for welcoming him. I really appreciate it. And I feel na you really love me, ganyan. If you cannot say it naman, if ganyan, hindi naman lahat kasi naka-express through words, diba, nahihiya. So, you can write a note. Yan. If nahihiya kayo magsabi in front of them. So, you write a note or you write a letter and you give it to them. And the same message will come across.
remember the times ng tayo naman, nung bata pa tayo, even right now, na kung kasama niyo pa yung parents yan, there
Mm.
are times that we feel bad, we feel low, and nandun sila to support us, to cheer us up, yun ba?
Mm.
Now, if turn naman nila na maybe they're experiencing some challenging times sa buhay nila, di ba? Dapat
Mm.
magsabi tayo or mag-offer tayo ng mga words of encouragement and i-comfort din natin sila, di ba? Like the way they comforting us during our lowest time or during our challenging time or
Mm.
during our bad times. Di ba?
Yes. I remember my lola
Kaya
'no na um, ano siya mahal, ano ba yung 'di ba may pinsan ako na died of brain tumor. So,
hmm,
palaging sinasabi ng lola ko, hinanap siya ng lola ko dati and
hmm,
sinasabi if every time we on a vacation or
hmm,
alis kami. And especially during those times na pumunta kami out of the country, marami kami,
hmm,
mga about 30 people. So, marami kami, magpinsan. So,
hmm,
sabi niya, kung nandito lang sana yung
oo,
pinsan ko na namatay,
hmm,
meron sanang hahawak sa akin or meron sanang magpapasaya sa kanya. Hindi daw siya na feel, kasi feeling niya neglected siya.
oo,
Feeling niya kasi sige lakad lang kayo, go around, gusto na vacation,
hmm,
pero feeling niya walang sumasama sa kanya, which
hmm,
meron naman,
oo,
sinasama namin siya. Pero kasi we fail to acknowledge na um, yung simpleng pagsama is not enough for her. Kasi yung pinsan
hmm,
ko, pag sinasamahan siya, inaakay siya, halimbawa, sasabihan siya na, "Lola, ang ganda ng earrings niyo po." Or,
hmm,
"Lola, ang ganda niyo today. Ang
pini-praise
bango
and
niyo
in-appreciate,
today." Ganyan, oh. "Lola, thank you, Lola, sa binigay mo." Ganyan.
mm,
Tapos, "Lola, upo po kayo. What do you need
mm,
po?" Ganyan. Tapos, pag, halimbawa, kumakain na sila, tapos binigyan ni Lola ng chicken.
hmm,
Tapos sinasabi ng pinsan ko, "Thank you, Lola. Masarap tong chicken binigay niyo." Mga ganun pala siya. So, simple tayo, pagbigyan tayo, like, no, sasabihin lang natin, "Thank you po." Ganyan lang. Pero siya
hmm,
kasi, what's the difference is sinasabi niya mismo, like, "Thank you, Lola. Ang sarap po ng chicken na binigay niyo."
hmm.
Ganon. So, hinahanap-hanap niya yun kasi yung primary love language niya, words of affirmation. So, she
So,
showered naman with gifts from the cousins and the aunts pero yun nga, in spite all that, ba't niya hinahanap pa din yung pinsan ko? Kasi nga, yun pala yung hinahanap niya na we're not aware that what makes her happy the most.
it's very important na we always show and express yung words of affirmation natin, whether
Mm.
with our partners, with our husband, with our wives, with our children, especially with our parents,
Mm.
sharing or expressing words of affirmation with sincerity, wholeheartedly, and appreciate every good things na they've done for us, di ba? Most
Mm.
especially yung ating mga kapartner, yung ating husband, yung ating wives, and of course, sa mga parents natin and to our children.
Mm. And before we wrap it up, um, isa pa din sa I failed to discuss also
Mm-hmm.
na when appreciating pala your children, um, don't go on appreciating yung skills nila,
Mm-hmm.
yung talent, yung intelligence. You praise their effort, yung strategy yung mga ginagawa nila rather than praising their
Yep.
traits. Diba, sinasabi niyo, ang talino talaga ng anak ko, ganyan
Mm-hmm.
eh. But rather, ang galing talaga ng anak ko kasi she did study really hard for this exam. She prepared well for this exam. So, good job anak for, you know, achieving this because you did something with. Yun
Yep.
dapat, hindi yung, kasi ang may lagay sa utak nila is matalino ako eh. Kasi maganda ako eh. Kasi I'm talented.
Yeah.
No, hindi
Yeah.
ganun. So, kailangan yung value and yung effort and how they do it, the process, kumbaga, yun ang i-appreciate niyo. Because it will
Yep.
motivate them more to do better in the future rather than relying on what they already have. So, yun.
That's true. Before we say our final, final,
Final
final,
words. Ano last,
final,
last words?
final ka
Ano,
dyan.
i-crucify
No,
ka pa.
kasi season 2 na tayo. Tapos na yung season 1, di ba? So, yun ang final season
Patapos pa
1.
lang na.
Tapos ano tayo?
Number 1 pa
Tapos
lang tayo
pa
sa
lang, yeah.
love language eh. May 4 pa
Yeah,
eh.
o nga. Medyo
Ah,
excited lang ako kasing mag-live. Di ba?
excited.
Parang Sarap sabihin na, "Hey, we're live! We're alive!"
Uh, so
But
this
then
is
again,
since we're ending season 1, no, we're closing with a bit of valuable informations. So this is a
yep,
series of 5. So today we're starting the love language number 1, which is words of affirmation. Then on the following days we'll be discussing the other language
the
love
rest.
languages, so the
Mm,
rest of the 4. So, yan, I hope we're looking forward to sharing it with you, and I hope you uh, will also be with us when we discuss this other love language. And on season 2 naman, because this season we focused on parenting, we focus on relationships, and more of family. And the next season naman will be focusing
Hindi ko
naman
rin.
on outside the home, so
Oh,
career and maybe counting relationships pa din, but it's not about the family na. It's about how we relate
and
with
we're
other people. Yeah.
and we're hoping na since we're live, uh, going to participate in our discussion, di ba? You can
Yes, we
share
hope
your
to see you in
ideas,
the
di
chat
ba?
room
Yeah.
also.
And may libre shoutout.
May libre shoutout. Baka may mapalipad dyan.
No, no. I'm just kidding. Pero of course,
Yeah.
we're going to acknowledge each person's yung ating mga mornings na makakasama namin sa
Yes.
magang yun. And we do appreciate na kahit sobrang aga makasama namin kayo sa live podcast namin. Yan.
Yes. So, thank you everyone for joining us in this morning's with Vince and Ira. So, to
Mm,
all our friends, the Sausaweros, the Armados, the Cabuqueras, our classmates with teacher Marks, and
yep.
to all our friends who are watching,
Mm,
and please leave a comment below if you want us to discuss about a certain topic. So
yep.
please share it below, and if it's related to career or anything, then we'll surely discuss it in our season 2. Then don't
Yep.
forget to subscribe, like, and share
Like
this video if you feel that you have a friend who may benefit from our videos. So do visit our
yes.
other videos as well. We will
And
be having a total of 30 videos per season.
yep.
Okay.
And lastly, before we uh, finally take our breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
uh, happy birthday, Queen Bratinella. Yan. Happy
Belated na.
birthday.
Ngayon ba? Birthday niya?
Belated pala,
Belated
belated.
na.
Sorry naman. Belated happy birthday, Queen Bratinella. Yeah. I don't forget to subscribe din sa channel na sa
Yes.
Queen Bratinella, di
Yeah.
ba?
You subscribe to
Yan
the
ang tunay
channels of
na
our
starter pack, di ba?
friends. We have
Gcash
the
lang ang
link.
katapat.
We
Joke.
place all the links of the channels of our friends below. So please check it
Yeah.
out. Marami kayong matutunan dyan. Iba-iba yung maniche nila. So we do hope you also visit them as well. So again, always put God first in everything that you do. Thank you for joining Mornings with Vince and Ira, Season
Take
1.
care and always pray. May God bless you and your family and enjoy the most of this
Good day.
what do you call this? Yeah. Ba't ako na, talaga na may mental block ako eh.
Ano ka ba?
Anyway,
Winking
kasi
you will
dikit
make
ng
you
dikit
melt
kasi
eh.
sa akin. Dikit ka kasi ng dikit. Kinikilig ako eh.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.
God bless.
God bless everyone. Bye.